Texas, T for Tennessee. Yeah, T for Texas, T for Tennessee. T for Thelma, girl, they made a wreck out of me. I rather drink muddy water, sleep in a hollow. And drink muddy water and sleep in a hollow. And stay in love, treat it like a dirty dog. Jimmy Rogers, T for Texas, Blue Yodel #1. What do we say about Jimmy Rogers when it comes to American music? Well, we can certainly say he's considered the father of country music. Definitely deserves that title, even though, I'd put Emmett Miller we'll call Emmett Miller the grandfather of country music, okay? And we'll call Jimmy Rogers the father of country music, without a doubt. Definitely, there's no bluegrass without Jimmy Rogers. Had Bill Monroe not done Mule Skinner Blues, good morning, Captain, good morning to you, pal. I mean, I can't do the high notes. There's no bluegrass. But it is a very bluesy tune. This is the genius of Jimmy Rogers. He took blues lyrics and sort of rhythm and feel and put them with a more country style of strumming. And left in all those blue notes. I mean, this is, there's no bluegrass without Jimmy Rogers, without a doubt, okay? Before then, it was old time. You want to hear the difference? Listen to the Stoneman Family. Love the Stoneman Family, but Jimmy Rogers and the Carter Family are where it's at on those recordings, the Bristol sessions. There's no doubt about it. Dynamic, moving the music in a new direction, a more loose, laid-back feel. I mean, even the Carter Family was still really featuring the auto harp. I mean, it was kind of stiff, with the shape note singing and the stiff kind of playing. Mother Maybelle had a really good, Carter scratch style playing on the guitar. But no, there's just no comparison. So, all right, this is simple. This is a standard blue yodel in the key of G, and every single mandolin player is going to need to know this song or one of its variants, right? He probably did, a dozen, 2 dozen? I don't even know, blue yodels. And mostly in the key of G. Sometimes you do F. I think that's pretty much where they stuck, was like G and F. I'm going to play this one in G. I'm going to do the old bluegrass chop chord. Grab and release. Grab and release. That's the... Or I could go for this G7. I think I did that when I was singing. So you got this G7 here, or you got this G7 here. I think for my voice that fits better. C. Again, just chop. G. D7. G. That's as easy as it gets. And I mean, Bluegrass 101, Mandolin 101. I played in plenty of bluegrass settings and jam sessions and with bands and such, but I'm more of a blues and jazz guy. I mean, Western swing is really my thing. But day one, you get your mandolin, you get strung up and get in tune. Learn to play those chords. G, C, D7, back to G. All right, those 3 chords, you can play rhythm, and as long as you keep a rhythm, you're going to be welcome in any musical situation. Prioritize rhythm first. Never walk into a situation and try to pick with anybody if you haven't got solid rhythm, because it throws everybody off. It doesn't really matter if you're not the greatest solo player. Most of us when we start out, we're trying to like learn solos off of recording or learn tablature, and once you've been playing music for a while, you get used to hearing those same solos over and over. It gets really old. Most of us, in fact, I doubt anybody really cares what you're picking for your solo if your rhythm isn't solid. So get that rhythm solid. So. That's a little bit more of advanced rhythm. I'm doing some up and down strokes. I'm keeping a solid 4/4 chop, okay? But then I'm mixing it up with a little bit of up and down. When you start out, don't do that. Just play a solid 4/4, and everybody's going to appreciate it. Really, you become a contributing member to a band if that's what you can do, and you do it well. The second time through, I went from like D7 to C7 before I went back G. Obvious variation you can do. So you can just stay on D7, or you can go from D7 to C7. All right, so that's the main thing. I want you to think of this as a rhythm, I don't even know, there's a word for it, workshop. Think of it as a rhythm workshop if you're just starting out, and stick on it. E for Texas, T for Tennessee, T for Texas, T for Tennessee, T for Thelma, that gal of me. You get that down, you're welcome to play with anybody. Okay? Start there. All right, so, and I also did just a really basic, but solo or break, but with a lot of blue notes. I really wanted to emphasize those bluesy tones, because start playing this a little bit, and it's going to open your ear, and you'll get some of those tones that, really made Bill Monroe famous. A lot of mandolin players were not playing the blue tones, the blue notes, the flat notes. A lot. Again, compare the Stoneman family, compare the Carter family to Bill Monroe. Well, it's like, what, 20 years later? So there's time that passed. The Delmore brothers played excellent bluesy solos. They were just phenomenal. But the old-time bands, are more like Roy Acuff as opposed to Bill Monroe, stayed away from those flat tones for the most part. That's sort of the difference between old-time music. And even though the old-time bands, most of them, like Gid Tanner and all those guys, Charlie Poole especially, they played tons of blues. But by the time it went, mainstream, big time, got on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry and WSM and all that, it was like, we're going to play this old-fashioned sounding music. And so that meant leaving out more modern sounds of like blues music that was beginning to influence country. So remember, when you're playing with any band, but especially if it's the difference between, say, a bluegrass band, or an old-time band, or a progressive bluegrass band, listen, are they playing flat notes? Now, the progressive guys may be playing jazz scales, and I've done several episodes on that, or more advanced chords. But there's going to be a big difference between a bluesy country sounding, like a Jimmy Martin style of bluegrass, which was very bluesy, very country, and one that's more in like, they're playing dulcimers and auto harps and such like that, and your ear will tell you. But basically here, the chords are staying pretty much the same. So let's just take a look at a little bit of that solo. I took it as simple as I could, just leaving my finger on that G note. All right, that's where I hit my first blue note. Yeah, okay. Super simple, right? That's just a, what is it, B flat? Instead of playing the B, which is the standard note for the G scale, I went. So G, E, D, B flat, A, G, I guess. Yeah, G. G7. So over the C chord, I'm again just doing that B flat, because why does that work? That B flat is a C7. I can play a C7 chord here if I want to. So D, B flat, A, G. Now walk it up to the D7. So G, F, E, D, B flat, A, G. And again, and repeat. Put in time. And I did do a double stop here. Emphasize that. See, I've gone up from, I'm on the D, so I'm going to go, and then I'm going to start playing the E with it. So, real simple actually. Just go one more time. Yeah, and so take it, play around with it, make it your own. 3-chord songs, great platform to build on. And that's really what you ought to think about a tune like this for, is a platform to build on. Start trying to use some different chords, different shapes and positions. Come up with alternative solos, like we go. I had a note there, I just went from G to A. And maybe only go. So, I don't know, it kind of works. I mean, it's just an idea that just popped in my head. Maybe I'd kind of take it up to the next, you know, a few notes up the next. Start getting the, we've got the G. You know, just move it up and play around. Come up with different things. But remember, always prioritize rhythm. I cannot emphasize that strongly enough. Y'all have a great week. I'll have another tune for you next week. Email me, Judson, judsoncarroll.com. Leave a question or comment in the question or comment section of the video. Like and subscribe. Share with friends. Get to picking and have a good time. And I'll talk to you next week.